Netflix is one of the most successful subscription brands in the world, and yet very few subscription companies emulate its marketing strategy. Hey, you even like this HelloFresh? It's really pretty awesome that HelloFresh is sending out mail, but this is fatally flawed when you understand the secrets to Netflix marketing that are hiding right in the open. We're going to reveal those secrets and show you several other examples that you can emulate in your own subscription in this episode of Be Unleavable Subscription Growth. Welcome to Be Unleavable Subscription Growth. I'm your host, Robert Skrobe, and today we're going to focus on subscriber acquisition and most notably how to acquire leads. What ads that you can use that can help you get more leads and reduce your lead cost with more efficiency. And the example we're going to use is Netflix, which has been growing and certainly the single largest streaming subscription service. And even though there are a lot of competitors on board, none of them are getting anywhere near Netflix. And it all started with the House of Cards. And this was a program that Netflix created and broadcast and it really put Netflix on the map as a content creator, moving beyond simply some place that you would go and rent movies. And I think it's important that they started with this and that they promoted House of Cards because folks hadn't seen the movie. There wasn't a movie out. There was no way for members of the public to really be able to appreciate what House of Cards was and how diabolical the anti-hero in the program is unless you put out advertising. And of course, the big Netflix program that even eclipsed House of Cards was Orange is the New Black. And this became, you'd go through New York City, you'd see Orange is the New Black billboards everywhere. You'd have cars wrapped, you'd have buses with these ladies that are each of those characters. And and it became a major program, something that people really look towards. And even now, today, you have the key Netflix programs, Dear White People and You. Those are the key programs that they're advertising. Queen's Gambit, which until recently was the #1 viewed show on Netflix, had all their advertising focused on these programs. And it makes sense because when you look at a little thumbnail of a movie, say it's a great movie like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, a classic. When you see that little thumbnail of Ferris on that Netflix screen, when Netflix carries that movie, if they ever have, I don't know. But when you look at that thumbnail, there is a value that you place on that thumbnail because you know of the movie, you've seen the movie, and you recognize that, wow, that's a great movie. I'd like to see that. When you look at the thumbnail of Queen's Gambit, you may not realize yet, even though maybe a couple of friends have said something to you about it, you don't have the appreciation for it, and that's why Netflix has to market it. Now zoom to your own subscription business. Most subscription businesses most subscription people who were running a business like Netflix would market that they have so many movies and shows and you can come see them. And you can really actually kind of see that type of advertising. Just go to Amazon Prime and you can see that they advertise with this kind of library sort of approach. And as I've been famous for saying, people don't value libraries. They're there for free and very few people go. And it's not something that people are going to pay a subscription in order to access. So don't market your subscription as having a library of resources. Instead, promote each of the benefits. Pick one and highlight it and own it. And for instance, that's kind of the same killer of this HelloFresh mailer. I love that HelloFresh is using direct mail and really so excited about these examples. But the key problem with both of these promos is that it's all about free. They're sending mail out to talk about price. Does Netflix talk about price? Do they say Queen's Gambit free for 16 nights? No, they don't. And in fact, when I did some diving into the HelloFresh ad library, I noticed that they actually have an ad out there for pecan-crusted trout. And I wonder if you ran an ad that says, here is the menu, 3 nights. We've got pecan-crusted trout and a couple other great meals. If that would convert better than simply saying, we got 16 free ones for you. And I think it's key within your subscription business, rather than focusing on all the benefits with your lead gen marketing, pick one. Use it as the lever that generates leads. Then once you have the member in, you can introduce them, just like Netflix does, to all the other things that they have. Let's look at a few other examples. Here's another that contrasts this with Beachbody. And in these ads, Beachbody is kind of showing you that you could do bar, Pilates, cardio, yoga. This is what most subscription businesses do, is that they kind of try to give you this cornucopia. They want to tell you everything that they have within each and every single ad. And frankly, in my experience, it just doesn't work. It's way more expensive to acquiring a customer with an ad like this than what Netflix does. And here's another example of Costco. Here's a bunch of ads. One up on Facebook that has these dessert. You've got the cough syrup down in the bottom left. You've got allergy medicine on the far right. You've got water that's available through Costco. 1 a day vitamins, and then don't forget the shrimp there. That's their Facebook ad. And if Facebook can find 1 or 2 products that they are going to run ads for in order to drive leads, certainly you could find 1 or 2 things that you offer to your customers that they would want so much that they would show up and look at more of what you have to offer. Another subscription business, BeautyPie. This is a Facebook ad for their triple hydroionic acid. Sorry if I don't get that right, but most of the BeautyPie ads are promoting BeautyPie. And if you don't know what BeautyPie is and you're in the subscription business, you need to check them out. They are an access type subscription business that gives you access to beauty supplies at a wholesale price rather than a retail cost. And so you want to really see what their ads are. But I found one, I think it kind of supports my case. I don't know its performance relative to the others because I don't have an inside view. However, I liked it because it focused on one product versus trying to sell on a bunch of products, or heaven forbid, trying to sell based upon price. Here is a Facebook ad from Drumeo, and here is they are teaching one John Bonham riff, his signature drum licks. And I know who John Bonham is and what band he played for. And if you know, tell me in the comments. I have now infuriated all the drummers out there who believe everybody should know who John Bonham is, and he was a great drummer, probably top 5 at least drummer ever. And what they're showing you again, so Drumeo has thousands of songs, and there is this Drumeo method that teaches you step by step how to go from where you are to keep being good at playing the drums. And yet their ads focus on one thing, a particular John Bonham lick, and that they get you to engage. If you're a drummer, you kind of want to see what this guy is doing and how that works, and then they get you engaged on that one thing, and then you can experience the rest of their services. Here's another ad from Slack, which is a SaaS company, and they are focusing on the feature of being able to create a video on Slack and be able to communicate not only via text or Slack type messages, but also being able to share videos. Again, one feature, rather than making your ads about all these different features. One feature and focus on it and help you grow that way. Here's another one. We can beat this dead horse here. This is Canva talking about their video editing services. And then contrast this with, this is the Disney Plus. And we kind of wonder what happened to Disney Plus. Their growth has started plateauing. Well, if you look at their ads, they're trying to tell you about everything that's on Disney Plus. And man, if they just focused on Mandalorian and went deep, like similar to how Netflix talked about Orange is the New Black, and there was ads everywhere. Where's the Mandalorian ads? Where are the Loki ads? Being able to go deep on a particular program rather than this kind of menu of services and wrapping everything together. And I get they're increasing their price point by bundling Hulu and ESPN together with Disney Plus, and I certainly appreciate that. And I think that their advertising would be way more effective if they were able to focus on one of the key benefits of that package at a time, rather than wrapping it all together the lazy way in one big offer. Now, how can you use this within your marketing? What feature, what piece of your subscription, what element of your SaaS product can you focus on in your advertising in order to make your marketing more effective? If you haven't grabbed a copy, grab a copy of my brand new book, 9 Proven Models for Exponential Subscription Growth. You can certainly get this on Amazon. You'll have it delivered just in a couple of days. If you would like the digital version of the book for free, you can go to www.9provenmodels.com and you'll be able to access that and as a free download. But either way, make sure you grab a copy of this, because this will really help you understand the key drivers within these subscription businesses. What types of offers are going to be more successful, what pricing is more successful, how to increase lifetime value, and then also retention for each of the different 9 subscription models. All that and more in this little book that I have talked to a bunch of clients. I created it for clients in order to help them grow their subscription businesses. And for a year, I had clients tell me, oh my gosh, that one thing you handed me was worth all the money we invested in you. And I just keep it on my desk and refer to it. Well, anyway, you can get those pages now either for free, or you can get the printed version on Amazon. And that's it. Use Netflix's subscription marketing secret. It's right out there in the open. You can swipe it yourself and grow your subscription business by being unleavable.